This is the WJTS News. In tonight's news, a Shoals man is charged after a fatal accident. Strassenfest memorabilia is now available. Hill has no plans to resign, and Carrie Schneider pays a visit to the Humane Society. Kurt Gugzel will be in for sports, and for tonight's Inform, Carla Strieger with the Du Bois County Solid Waste District discusses recycling at the fairgrounds. All this and more next on WJTS News. Good evening, I'm Jurnee Davis with WJTS News. Detectives with the Indiana State Police Jasper Post are continuing an investigation into the shooting that occurred Sunday afternoon in Crawford County. Police say one man is dead and another was injured along the 25,000th block of Easy Street just south of Sulphur. State police are investigating after they were called to the area around 2 p.m. Sunday. The names of those involved have not been released as police continue to try to piece together what actually happened. Sergeant Robbie Lampert with the Jasper Post says that the investigation is complex and detectives are working tirelessly to ensure a thorough and complete investigation is conducted. Lampert says authorities are hopeful to be able to provide more information within the next few days. The Indiana Secured School Safety Board recently approved more than $14 million in matching grants to enhance school security by allowing local school corporations to add resource officers, equipment, and conduct threat assessments. Among them, the Greater Jasper Consolidated School District received $41,247 in grant money. Schools within the Southwest Du Bois County School Corporation picked up $50,000. Southeast Du Bois County Schools received just over $27,000, and the Northeast Du Bois County School Corporation received $35,000 in matching grants. Board Chairman and Executive Director for the Indiana Department of Homeland Security, Brian Langley, says Indiana continues to be a national leader in the safety and preparedness of our schools. He says with the support of Governor Eric Holcomb and legislators, funding will help continue that trend to support schools as they plan and implement safety measures that protect students, educators, administrators, and visitors. An arrest warrant was issued late last month on a Martin County man after toxicology results found that he was under the influence when he was involved in a fatal crash in May in Washington County. The Washington County Superior Court issued the warrant on 33-year-old Randy Tussey of Shoals on June 29th, after authorities say he was the driver of a 2003 Ford Explorer that was involved in a fatal car crash that happened on Mother's Day, May 13th. In that crash, 35-year-old John Donlin from Louisville, Kentucky, was fatally injured. Tussey was arrested on July 3rd after officers received information that he was hiding out in a camper off of Becks Mill Road in Washington County. Tussey is facing charges of operating a vehicle while intoxicated, causing death, and 2 counts of reckless homicide. He is incarcerated at the Washington County Jail awaiting his first court appearance. This investigation is continuing. Indiana State Police say the accident took place along Highway 150 and Sinking Creek Lane in Hardinsburg. A Greene County man was arrested late last week on felony charges of child molestation. An investigation conducted by Indiana State Police found probable cause that 26-year-old Damian R.Z. Richards of Bloomfield engaged in multiple sexual contacts with a 5-year-old victim. Richards is facing 3 felony counts of child molestation and 1 felony count of performing sexual conduct in the presence of a minor. Susie's Place, a child advocacy center located in Bloomington, assisted investigators by conducting a forensic interview of the victim. Susie's Place has served more than 7,000 children since their first interview in 2009. In 2017, Susie's Place conducted 1,340 interviews. The Jasper Public Library and the Jasper Community Arts Commission are inviting the public to celebrate the beginning of the demolition of the former Hoosier Desk and ERA buildings on Monday, July 16th at 10 a.m. The event will include speeches, a naming ceremony, and festivities for all ages. Refreshments will be provided and parking will be available on the street or at the Jasper Train Depot, with assistance provided to safely cross 3rd Avenue. The event will take place on the northeast side behind the buildings, close to the Schaefer Barn. Demolition of the buildings is expected to continue until October, making way for construction to begin on the Cultural Center, the future home of the Jasper Public Library and the Jasper Arts Center. Questions about the Demolition Day celebration or about how to donate to the project can be directed to Jasper Public Library Director Christine Golden at cgolden@jdcpl.us, or you can call her at 812-482-2712, and her extension is 6115. Again, that number for Christine Golden is 812-482-2712, and her extension is 6115. For the third year in a row, there will be public recycling offered at the DuBois County 4-H Fair. Visitors to the fair should look for blue clear stream recycling bins scattered in certain areas throughout the fairgrounds in order to recycle their plastic bottles or aluminum cans. DuBois County Solid Waste District Director Carla Striegel-Winter says that officials want fairgoers to really make this a continued success. She says, unfortunately, only about 30% of single-use bottles end up in the recycling stream nationwide. She suggests that you do your part to find one of those bins at the fair. The bins are provided by the DuBois County Solid Waste District, and the Ferdinand Crusaders 4-H Club is helping to maintain the bins throughout the week. The event bins are available to borrow for any public event in DuBois County. If interested, event organizers can contact the Solid Waste Management District office at 812-482-7865 or by email at duboisco.swmd@psci.net. Again, that number is 812-482-7865, or you can email them at duboisco.swmd@psci.net. This reminder that the Jasper Street Department, along with its contractor Sealmaster, have already begun the next phase of their asphalt pavement preservation project, or Liquid Road. They have begun this week, and the process will continue barring any inclement weather or unforeseen events. Motorists will not be allowed on these streets when Liquid Road is being applied and until it is dry. Affected residents will be notified with a door hanger the day before the application begins. Residents are asked to please have all vehicles removed from garages, streets, and driveways prior to the 7 a.m. application, and to remain out until the street is officially reopened. Each street affected will be closed for approximately 2 days, depending on the weather and material drying conditions. A full list of those streets and roadways that will be affected can be found on our website at WJTS.tv. The Jasper Department would like to thank all of those affected for their patience and cooperation during this project. Again, that full list is on our website at WJTS.tv. Indiana Attorney General Curtis Hill dug in Monday to reject calls to resign, saying that his name has been dragged through the gutter, amid allegations that he inappropriately touched a lawmaker and several other women. The Republican said during a news conference that he stands falsely and publicly accused of abhorrent behavior. Hill said he learned about the allegations and an internal investigation stemming from claims shortly before boarding a plane last week. He stated that he has been unfairly treated and asked for a fair investigation. Republican Governor Eric Holcomb and GOP legislative leaders called on Hill to resign last week after an internal legislative memo outlining the allegations was leaked to the media. Hill said Monday that he respects the governor but wished that he would have reached out to him before rushing to judgment. Hill declined to take any questions, but he said he never dreamed this could happen to him. The memo alleges that a state lawmaker and 3 legislative staffers alleged that Hill drunkenly groped them during a March party. Democratic Representative Mara Candelaria Reardon and Gabriel McLemore, the Indiana Senate Democrats' communication director, say that they were among the victims. Candelaria Reardon describes Hill's behavior as deviant when she encountered him in the early morning hours after the legislative session ended for the year. Hill, who is married as well as a staunch social conservative, had been viewed as a rising star in the Republican Party since his election in 2016. If Hill does not choose to resign, majority Republicans could take action to remove him. The official souvenirs and collectible mugs and buttons for the 40th annual Jasper Strassenfest are now available for purchase. These beautiful steins commemorating this year's celebration of the Jasper Strassenfest bear the 2018 theme of 40 years of memories, the best is yet to come. Mugs can be purchased at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce office, located at 302 West 6th Street in Jasper. They cost $30 a piece. The 2018 collectible souvenir buttons depicting the 40 years of memories, the best is yet to come theme are also available at this time. The cost of the buttons is $5 whether you purchase before or during the festival. A larger special edition Strassenfest button with a flashing light is also available to commemorate the fest. A limited number of these larger buttons are available at a cost of $10 each. Also available for purchase at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce are the official Strassenfest German-style flags and buntings. Several different sizes are available at different price points. Strassenfest program booklets are now available at a number of banks, restaurants, and retail locations throughout the city of Jasper. The 2018 Jasper Strassenfest will be held August 2nd to 5th in and around downtown Jasper. For more information about the Strassenfest activities and events, you can call the Jasper Chamber of Commerce at 812-482-6866. Again, their number is 812-482-6866. Or you can visit jasperstrassenfest.org. That's been a look at your local news. Stay tuned. We have Carrie Schneider at the Du Bois County Humane Society again this week. Then it's your local weather outlook, followed by Carla Strieger on Inform for 18 WJTS.